Okay, guys. Today is our first Pilates focus day, which means we have core. It's gonna be so much fun. That's why we're my fun pants. No, so still roughly today will probably be a 35-minute class in that 30 to 40-minute range. Still yoga and Pilates fusion, but today is more Pilates focus. That'll be written on the board. Every class I'll have either yoga focus or Pilates focus, but today is a lot of core. Just a reminder, trying to keep that mind to muscle connection, making sure you're engaging the right muscles, putting less pressure on your joints so that you feel it so well tomorrow. And with that, if you do feel any pain or need any modifications, feel free to ask. Feel free to make your own modifications. Promise I won't be offended, and if you ask, I will give you one. So with that, let's go ahead and get started in that child's pose. Bring your knees wide on the mat, walking your hands forward. Should feel a deep stretch through your shoulder blades, in your hips. Taking a moment to prepare yourself for class today. Setting your intentions for the day. Bring awareness to all four corners of your body. Might try wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Feel your forearms pressing into the mat. Might try box breathing here. In for 4, out for 4. Hold. Repeat. If you'd like to increase the intensity, feel free to walk your knees a little bit further apart or walk your hands just a little bit further forward. Rocking side to side here if that feels comfortable to you. Still taking those deep belly breaths. Every exhale, trying to deepen that stretch just a little bit further. Taking one more big deep breath in. And on your exhale, pushing yourself up, bring yourself into a tabletop position, keeping your knees stacked into your hips, your shoulders stacked directly over your wrists, pushing through the heels of your palms. Going to go into those cat-cows, so deep breath in, arching your spine forward. Bring your chest up to the sky. Exhale, rounding your spine out, using your core to bring your spine upward. Inhale, dropping the stomach down. Coming back up, arching your back. Should feel like somebody's taking a thread and pulling you up by your belly button. Breathing here at your own pace. Breath in. Exhale. Deep in. Go ahead and do this 2 more times. Last one. Kindly requested by Anna, go ahead and bend down to your forearms. Bringing your left arm up behind your head, lifting up to the left, stretching out your spine. Go ahead and do these pulsing. Really trying to deepen the stretch here. Trying to increase your mobility every time. Do this for 3 more. Slow and controlled. Using your breath to help you up. Exhale as you go down. Doing this 1 more, but you're going to reach your hand all the way up to the ceiling. Hold here. And on your exhale, go ahead and reach through, threading the needle to the other side. Feel a a deep twist through your spine. One big deep breath in. Exhale, coming back up, placing your left forearm on the mat now, lifting your right arm. Doing the same thing with the other side. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lift. Just trying to increase the mobility of your upper shoulders and back. Slow and controlled, using your breath. Three more. Two. And on this last one, go ahead and lift your arm all the way up, reaching for the ceiling. Deep breath in, hold for 3, 2, 1, and threading the needle through. Looking for a deep stretch to the upper back. Should feel a bit of a release here. One big deep breath in. Exhale, coming back, finding your tabletop position. Wrists placed directly under your shoulders. I'm going to go into some bent knee lifts. You should feel this in your glute. Powering through, keeping your foot flexed, coming all the way up, slow and controlled, and back down. Up and down, keeping your core engaged, pushing through the heels of your palms, slow and controlled. For 3 more. 2 and 1. We're going to leave our bent knee lifted and pulse for 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Leaving your leg lifted. Go ahead and circle into your fire hydrants. Still keeping that core engaged, lifting through your left glute, staying planted firmly through your hands. For 2 more. Last one, go ahead and let your knees sit, push back to child's pose for 1 big deep breath before we get into all the fun stuff. Exhale, bring yourself back up, tabletop position, lifting your right arm up and your left leg back, coming into a bird dog variation. Gonna go into a windshield wiper, bringing both off to the side, coming back to center. Feel free to tap your foot if that feels more comfortable to you. Using your breath. Last one. Exhale, lowering both your arm and your knee down. Coming back into a pivot, finding your left stretch. Reaching your left arm overhead, balancing through your right arm and your right leg. Remembering just to breathe here. Every exhale, trying to find more length through your left side body. One more deep breath in. Exhale, coming all the way back up. Reversing it, right arm overhead. For a deep stretch through your right side body. Taking a deep breath. Reaching just a little bit further on every exhale. One more big deep breath in. Exhale, windmilling back down. I'm going to take Little baby pulses again for 8, lifting your left leg up, feeling this through your left glute. 2, staying balanced, stable through your core. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lowering all the way back down, placing your left palm back on the mat, coming into your tabletop. Uncurling your toes beneath you, planting the heels of your palms firmly into the mat, pushing up, finding a downward dog. Pedaling out your feet, waking up the backs of your legs. Deep breath in. Trying to bring the tops of your thighs to your ribs. Pushing through your shoulders, not your wrists. Taking deep breaths. Exhale, walking your feet all the way to your hands, coming into that forward fold. Slowly rippling your spine all the way up to standing, reaching for the sky. Taking little side bends, stretching out both left and right side body. Deep breath in. Exhale, rolling forward, vertebra by vertebra, finding our forward fold once more. Holding your elbows if that feels comfortable to you. Letting your spine stretch. Looking for a release through your upper back. One more big deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to come all the way back up, rolling vertebra by vertebra, coming into a full reach. Fingertips trying to push through the ceiling. Deep breath. Exhale, letting your hands lower down, interlacing them behind your back. If you find that you can't interlace them, feel free to just reach. Stretching your neck out, looking for a spot where you feel the most tension. Deep breath in. Exhale, coming down into that forward fold. Keeping a slight bend through your knees. Letting your shoulders and your chest open up. One big deep breath. Deep breath in. Exhale, sending yourself all the way back up, reaching for the ceiling. One more big deep stretch. Exhale, slowly lowering down, finding a chair pose. You should feel this in your thighs, in your glutes, staying stacked. Ankles under knees. On your exhale, sending your elbows back. You should be able to pinch a pencil between your shoulder blades. Finding forward once more. Go ahead and take 8 pulses here. Engaging your scapula. Looking for a little bit of tension through your traps. Sending your elbows behind you. For 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Moving back to chair. Holding here. Deep breath. Exhale, standing, reaching all the way back up, taking little side bends, and rolling your spine all the way forward, coming into that forward fold. Feeling a nice stretch, letting your spine lengthen. breath. Exhale, coming all the way back up. Rolling your spine vertebra by vertebra. Slowly lowering down back into that chair pose. Do the same thing. We're just going to add one more little step to it. Every time you pull your elbows back, you're going to lift and step one foot back, alternating, engaging your glutes, trying to stay perfectly still through your upper body, just moving your arms, letting one leg step back. Do this for 10 more. Should feel a little bit of a burn through your shoulders, generating just a little bit of heat. Two more. Last one, just hold in that chair pose. Stepping your feet to the edge of your mat. Slowly lowering down, coming into a yogi squat. Pushing your knees away. If this is difficult for you, feel free to stand on your toes, pressing your palms into the floor. Slowly working towards getting both heels on the ground. Staying up through your chest, finding length through your back. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly lowering yourself forward. Bring your knees to the ground, finding that tabletop position. And when you're ready, pushing yourself back, finding a nice child's pose. Taking one big deep breath in here. Go ahead and walk your hands to the left until you feel just a little bit of tension through your right side body. Might try walking just a little bit further on every exhale. Remembering to still breathe, letting your body know it's okay. When you're ready, walking your hands back to center and then all the way to the right, looking for that stretch through your left side body. Still breathing. Exhale, walking your hands back to center, pushing yourself up into that tabletop position. Let's go ahead and do the same thing for the right side now, lifting up your right leg, finding that bent knee lift, bring it all the way up, staying strong through your core, engaging your right glute, pressing through the heels of your palms, trying to take a little bit of the pressure off of your wrists. For 4 more. 3, slow and controlled. 2. Last one, go ahead and leave your knee up. We're gonna go into those knee circles now. Finding those hydrants. Still engaging your right glute. Staying strong through your left leg. For 3 more. Last one, leaving your leg all the way up, lifting your left arm, coming into those swipes one more time. Staying strong and stable. This is a really complicated movement, so if you find you're struggling here, feel free to tap your toes, just making an arc. Slow and controlled, keeping that mind to muscle connection. For 3 more. Last one. Leaning back, lowering your leg all the way down, making that pivot for that deep stretch through your right side body. Deep breath in, trying to find just a little more length. Exhale, coming back up, reaching your right arm over your body now, letting your left forearm rest on your thigh. Looking for a little more length. Still remembering to breathe. Staying braced through your core. One more big deep breath. Exhale, lowering all the way down, coming back into those little pulses, lifting your leg up. Do this for 10. Engaging your right glute. Still staying strong through your core. Four, three, 2, 1, lowering all the way down, coming back into a tabletop position, curling your toes underneath of you, pressing through the heels of your palms, finding that downward dog, pedaling your feet if that feels comfortable to you. Taking one big deep breath in, go ahead and lift your left leg up, pointing it to the sky. Option to increase the intensity here by bending your knee, twisting your hips to the left. Pushing the heels of your palms through the mat. Using your shoulders to help you stay upright, trying to relieve the pressure through your wrists. Taking one big deep breath in. Exhale, bringing your knee to your chest. Slowly lowering it down, finding that pigeon pose. Remembering to still breathe here. If you're looking to increase the intensity, feel free to walk your hands forward. Trying to keep both of your hip bones parallel to the floor underneath of you. Making sure you're not leaning to one hip. Slowly trying to deepen that stretch, letting your hips open up. And on your exhale, walking your hands back up and curling your toe, finding a high plank. Stepping back, slowly lowering yourself down using your triceps, coming into chaturanga, upward facing dog, taking our vinyasa. Option to look over each shoulder, finding a bit deeper of a stretch. Still staying strong through your arms, trying to keep the pressure off your wrists. Exhale, lowering your knees to the ground, pushing back, finding a child's pose. Feel free to rock your hips if you'd like to keep that flow. One big deep breath in. Exhale, pushing yourself all the way back up. Finding tabletop position, uncurling your toes, using the heels of your palms and your shoulder blades to push back into that downward facing dog. I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. So when you're ready, feel free to lift that right leg up, sending it straight into the air. Option to increase the intensity, bending your right knee, facing your hips to the right wall, still trying to keep your shoulders parallel to the ground. Pushing through the heels of your palms. Exhale, bringing your knee to your chest, finding that pigeon pose, lowering down one more time. Remembering not to shift over to the right, still trying to keep your hips parallel to the floor beneath you. Option to increase the intensity, walking your hands forward. Taking a deep breath in. Breathing into this stretch. Taking one more big deep breath. On your exhale, go ahead and walk your arms back up, sliding your leg all the way out, coming into a seated position. We're going to slowly lower ourselves down to a boat pose. If you'd like to increase the intensity here, feel free to leave your feet lifted. We're going to bring our arms down and up, staying braced through your core, tilting your pelvis up. Try not to hollow out your back. If you find this is difficult, feel free to let your feet drop to the ground. Holding here for 1. 4 more seconds. Letting your feet gently drop down. Still keeping your arms braced, your core braced, staying lifted through your chest. If you'd like to challenge yourself, you can keep your feet lifted. I'm going to go into T openers, so lifting behind you like you're grabbing a glass of water and coming back, lifting behind you, coming back to center, remembering to stay lifted, engaging your core, using your shoulders. Four more. Last one, coming back into center. Go ahead and lower just a little bit further. Hold here. "20 more seconds, you got it. Still staying lifted. Try not to hollow out your back. 3, 2, 1, and slowly lowering all the way down, vertebra by vertebra, grabbing your knees, circling them, giving your core the chance to relax. Taking deep breaths. Last deep breath. I'm going to slowly lift all the way up again. So everybody loves boat pose so much. Keeping our legs lifted. Remember when you said you wanted to do core? Holding here. Still staying lifted. Whoops. I'm going to poke one foot out now. Bring it back in. Alternating. Staying lifted. If this is too difficult for you, feel free to bring your arms behind you. If you're shaking, me too. Holding here, bring your palms behind you, coming all the way down. 20 seconds of scissor kicks. Ten more seconds. Deep breath in. Exhale, lowering all the way down. Walking your feet back, slowly lower down. Bringing your heels directly behind your glutes, tilting your pelvis up, pushing through your heels. Bring yourself into a glute bridge. Letting your core stretch just a little more. Option to increase the intensity here by bringing your arms interlaced behind your back, coming up all the way onto your shoulders. Still maintaining your pelvis shifted. Weight through the heels of your feet. Big deep breath in. Exhale, lowering all the way down. Everybody's favorite part, lifting your right leg up, crossing it over your left leg, grabbing onto the back of your left hamstring, pulling it closer to you, rocking if that feels comfortable. When you're ready, sending both palms to either side of your body, letting your hips drop to the left, looking for that twist through your spine. Trying to keep both shoulders on the ground, staying parallel to the ceiling. Taking one big deep breath. Exhale, coming back up, finding center, unhooking your right leg from your left, lifting up your left leg, hooking it over your right, grabbing onto the back of your hamstring, gently pulling your leg closer to you. The option to rock if that feels good. Slowly trying to deepen your stretch on every exhale. You're ready, sending both hands either side of your body, letting your hips fall to the right. Looking for a deep twist through your lower back. Still trying to keep both shoulders planted on the ground and parallel to the ceiling. Deep breath in. Exhale, coming all the way back up, finding center, unhooking your left leg from your right, putting both of the soles of your feet together, letting your knees fall to either side of your body, placing one hand over your heart, one hand over your stomach. Going to meet here for our last few breaths of class today. Taking this time to set your intentions for the rest of the day. Slowly bringing awareness into all four corners of your body. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Feel the back of your head pressed into the mat. Option to box breathe here. In for 4. Hold for 4. Out for 4. Hold and repeat. Slowly letting yourself sink into the floor. That brings us to the end of today's class. Feel free to stay and stretch if that feels right to you. Thank you all so much for coming. Hopefully we didn't ramp up the intensity too much too fast. Look forward to seeing you all again on Thursday.